Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode here in the Taco Kingdom. I am the Mad Taco King, and we're going to get started a little bit quicker than normal on everything here because we're getting started a little bit earlier than usual. So, thank you all for tuning in. We're just going to get started here with Shadowbringers, the Final Fantasy XIV's newest expansion. We've been delving through the main story quest, and quite frankly, I've been excited as all can be for this thing. So, it's definitely hooked me, at least as far as that, but then again, most Final Fantasy games have hooked me growing up, so this doesn't come as a huge surprise to me. So we're going to continue our ever-present journeys to find out more of the mysteries of this world that's been bathed in light. But first we need to feed this Amaro bird thingy. Amaro absentmindedly munches on the fodder. Alright, so left off on a quest to feed some birds, so they've all been fed. Now to find out what we need to do next. For our friends here in the first. So Lena is the guard captain. Yamaro fed? Yeah. They are fed. Good, the rest have already been dozed, so we need not fear any of our mounts succumbing to the dream powder. All units have now entered the final stages of their preparations. The time is nigh. Make ready and await deployment atop the main watchtower. I will send your uniform along as soon as it arrives. That is all. May night smile upon us. Alright. So it looks like we're going on top of this watchtower over here. Let's see where that takes us then. And up we go. So we'll see where this takes us now. As we go a little bit higher. Yeah. Keep on going up. Apparently we're going to the top. Still going up. Alright. Definitely going towards the top. It's a long way up. There we go, there's a scout over yonder there. Oh hey, there's a sightseeing log here too. Man, that is a nice view. So on those we do /lookout. Man, that is a lot. Oh, with the Crystal Tower in the background there too. That is a pretty sight. Oh, very nice. Alright, let's see where this Crystarium Scout wants us to go. Operation is about to commence. Stand ready. During the operation, some of your gear will be glamored. Your attributes and abilities will be unaffected. Yeah, because we'll be in uniform here. Alright, so let's go. Some nice purple guards. Apparently they're gonna camouflage themselves amongst the lavender. Hey, here's Minfilia, or at least a Minfilia, which is apparently different from the Minfilia we knew somehow. Still not really sure how that works, but I'm sure we'll get an explanation at some point. So I'll call you the Lavender Soldiers.
What now?
Apparently that's Eulmoran. Oh, there goes the Amaro. There's stage 1 of the plan.
The Crystarium at a guess. Desperate fools. It'll take more than a handful of overgrown lizards to ground us.
Yep, and there goes the sleeping powder. Ooh, blends in purple. Apparently purple's the main color of this expansion. Well, everybody goes to sleep. Sleepy time. Nap time. You guys like...
You're gonna be... Sound the alarm!
Too late, everyone's sleeping. Nighty night. Alright, so step 1 of the plan looks like it's a success so far with many sleepy soldiers. now. We're in uniform, it looks like, so we don't stand out.
Captain, the powder has taken effect.
Oh, she's excited.
It is time. Let us free the Oracle from their clutches.
All right, gotta go. Guess we're taking a bird on in. As we walk over to our bird. Yeah, this is a nice bird. Why don't I just take it with me? Nope, can't take it with me, but that's alright, we'll go. Fly away, be free! Oh, my hair's cutting through my sword there. Whoops. Looks like me and Lena versus the world. Oh, looks like some soldiers there too. Very pretty, I'll give it that. Alright, fight our way to Minfilia. Bring it on! This contingent has already entered, let us follow. Because yeah, Alphanal doesn't stand out.
For the Crystarium!
Looks like the Eulmorans are asking for reinforcements there. Let's not give them time to get any. Okay. Let's switch those back around. That seems to be what we're doing there. My men will occupy the enemy while we rescue the Oracle. Leave them to us. Alright, where to? Alright, Alphanod, let's go. Come, we will keep close to the wall. It's a sound strategy. That guy's sleeping.
On guard!
Oh, looks like we found Alice. Hey, you got 4 NPCs there. You don't stand a chance, buddy. Let's make it quick, alright. Can do. Zeal's admirable, since we were told to avoid enemy intention, not invite it. Apparently we're going to invite detention this time. Oh, there's a healer there. Take them out. Another soldier there. There you go. We do not have time. Leave them to the guard. Alright. Head that way. Alphanod and Alice. Eulmoran may boast the world's largest army. But woman for woman, we are no less mighty. Oh! Oh! Burn! Equal rights represent. We got 3 chicks in Alphanod. I don't know if Alphanod really counts as a dude, but he's close enough. Starium scum? Oh, well, you will pay for that one. This is no token force. They were serious about invading.
Let's give them a show!
If you can stand, you can fight. Push them back. Oh, the Eulmorans are getting feisty. There are still more standing than I would have liked. Well, beggars can't be choosers. Let's press on regardless. The longer we take, the harder our task becomes. Yeah, people start waking up.
You're not alone.
I'm definitely not alone now, Fnald. Alright. We don't seem to be getting anywhere. Well, kind of pressing on. Go on ahead, we'll hold them there. Okay. Looks like we're trying to escape through. Still got company. It's like, it's never that easy, is it? Quiet's there, okay. It's like what's that here? Front bar. Never mind. I rearranged my action skills, so I'm trying to get used to them as well. The way is relatively clear. Good. Okay, really? Is it that easy? No. We're going up? Yeah, we're going up. Oh, looks like we got more company. Down, one to go. There she is. Quickly, free her. Can do. Thank you. Are you from the Crusarium? Correct, we've come to rescue you. Your weapons made to the same specifications as Thancred's. Be ready to use them. Understood, please lead the way. Okay, time for escaping now. Let's rejoin the others and quit this place. Agreed. All this trouble because of me. I'm so sorry. That's okay, Memphilia. Save your apologies until we've escaped. That's actually practical. It's quiet. Too quiet. Is that Ranjit? This will not end well. That's the general of the Eulmoran Army, if that's the case. Cypher rejoined everyone. Brazen thieves. You will regret coming here. We must conquer the fight. One, two, you know what to do. You will return to Eulmor. No, I won't go back in that cell. Yeah, not taking Memphilia. Sorry, she's ours now. Just for your own protection. Yeah, whose protection though? I think we're good without protection. Pathetic. He's got a lot of health. It's definitely not going to be a short battle. Oh, he about KO'd Memphilia there. Are you alright? I'm fine, I just can't move. So she's KO'd for a moment. Stay there while I tend to these vermin. Tales do not lie, his fierce beyond reckoning. We are outmatched. We cannot maintain this onslaught forever. Be prepared to run. You will do no such thing.
Be gone!
Confounded. Oh, Alphnod. That ain't good. Now, oh, it's just me and him. Now it's just you and me. Hey, buddy. Alright, so we got one. You're made of certain stuff than the rest. Oh, you're not wrong on that. Oh, we gotta run, we gotta run, we gotta run, we gotta run, we gotta run. Time to run. Just gonna learn how to dodge! Shattered Sky. That doesn't seem good. I'm guessing that's a tank thing. Ow, but will be enough. I ain't dead yet. I think we're gonna have to retreat here in a second. Ouch. Fukumas, do my bidding. Definitely a clever warrior, I'll give him that. It seems you're no ordinary soldier. Well, you're not wrong about that. Oh, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Oh, that's not what I want. Okay, that kind of worked. I'm not really sure how that worked, but we're just gonna roll with it. I'm not one to think.
You persist in this folly.
Apparently we're making Ranjit there pretty PO'd. I'm down to about 68%. I have your measure now. The game is up.
It's over.
Ow. Know your folly. Pretty decent against him too. So yeah, that battle didn't go our way there. He had to use cheap shot. Well, pretty much a cheap shot. That's one funky looking dragon thing.
You boy, you bear a striking resemblance to the artist my master seeks.
Well, he's not wrong.
By all means, keep your counsel. You will all have ample time to confess your crimes back in Eulmor.
Yeah, it's a pleasant place, but I'd rather not go there right now. I got work to do here on this side of Eulmor. Looks like we have a new challenger. Oh, he blocked it with his shoe? He blocked it with his shoe. How do you beat someone that can block something with their shoe?
Thancred?
Thancred? Hey! I thought you used knives. Apparently, oh, Thancred, you've changed.
You are the wretch who stole her from us.
Guess he's not a ninja anymore. Looks like he's on Gunbreaker.
What?
Man. Ranjit is a formidable guy.
Pathetic. Vermin such as you are not worthy of the Oracle.
Oh. Thancred's learned some new skills. He teleported us all away. That's a nice, convenient teleport. Right, that makes Ranjit very unhappy.
Break!
Oh, the Crystal Exarch got involved. Didn't know he was around there.
Fool! You would see your city razed.
I would sooner see it razed than conquered. Suffice it to say, we are ready to receive you.
Indeed.
What now, Exarch? Will you face me yourself?
Say with the mysterious cubo binding weirdness.
I think not, General. I've quite exhausted my tricks. If you mean to give chase, I will not stand in your way. But you would do well to tread warily, for your quarry goes to a place where even Eulmor dare not bear its steel.
So where are we going?
Mheg, the Faerie Kingdom.
Faerie Kingdom. Sweet.
To think that mountain of indolence still had the energy to unleash his hounds.
That voice seems a little familiar.
Even the most pointless of conflicts may alter a world's course. And now the plan has gone awry.
Oh, that's the one dude from Garlemald, the emperor-ish
But
things.
how? How did the so-called Crystal Exarch bring the hero of the source to the first? As if I didn't have enough on my hands already.
And how'd he get here?
Then again, with a soul such as that, mayhap there is another way. One which does not require bloodshed.
Interesting. So we're entering the Faerie Kingdom, apparently.
Not so long ago, here in the shadow of the northern ranges, lay the great kingdom of Verbert. A nation with a proud history that the Sin Eaters cut short, just like all the rest. Since that time, these lands have become a haven for Fae folk. Dreamers frolicking amidst the ruins of a forgotten realm.
So this is the Faerie Kingdom. It's very bright and naturey and we found the Dean Winchester of the Final Fantasy universe. Thancred. He's kind of died, been possessed, came back. Yeah,
You should get like
that guy.
you should get paid for endorsing Dean Winchester.
It's good to see you again,
I should.
my
We
friends.
talk about him every stream.
I don't know about you, but it feels like years since last we met. 5 of them in my case.
Why, it only feels like one to me, but long enough to warrant a more convivial reunion either way. What brought you to Laxon Loft?
That's a good question. What did bring him there?
The girl, Minfilia, she and I were traveling together hunting Sin Eaters. But as we were nearing Lakeland, she abruptly ran off on her own.
Got separated. Okay.
I found her too late to stop the Eulmorans from taking her prisoner. And as I was considering rescue options, I observed that the Crystarium was on the move. So I consulted the Exarch, who apprised me of the details of the operation and issued me certain instructions. Should the situation take a turn for the worse, I was to see you all safely to Mheg. And here we are.
Here we are, definitely for sure.
Urianger has called this place home for a while now, yet we have never called upon him, I am ashamed to say. 'Twas only at the Crystarium that we met.
Hardly surprising. This is not the sort of place one visits on a whim.
I don't know, seems pretty enough. I'd visit there. Pine trees,
Happily, having
floating
trespassed on Urianger's
light
hospitality
thingies.
for a spell, Minfilia and I have an idea of how things work around here. Sooner or later, the Eulmorans will come after us. But before they do, the Exarch bids us accomplish two things.
Alright, what two things?
First, rendezvous with Urianger.
Okay. Rendezvous with him, we can do that. Easy
And
enough.
second, eliminate the lightwarden of this land.
Oh, eliminate the lightwarden because, you know, that's an easy task. Sure, let's just go up to him and stab him in the face. Actually, I think that's probably what we'll do.
So, Minfilia,
Yeah, so what Minfilia are you?
what made you leave Thancred behind, if you don't mind me asking?
You. The hero from another world.
Yeah, I'm from another world.
I was asleep
Sure.
when I felt it.
Sure, we'll go
A
with
presence. Someone I was meant to meet. They were close and I knew I had to go to them. But with all the commotion in Lakeland, I was afraid that Thancred wouldn't let me.
And would I have been wrong? Had I arrived a moment later, you would be back in your cell in Eulmor. And now we have Ranjit snapping at our heels. You really have outdone yourself this time.
I mean, if we're gonna get in trouble, we might as well get in a lot of trouble.
I'm sorry. Thank you for saving me.
Oh, poor thing being scolded so.
Whoa, that's Scottish. That's kind of creepy laughter. I'm guessing these are the
Who
fairies.
said that? Show yourselves.
Come now, put away that frown and have some fun with us.
Oh yeah, that's not creepy. Not creepy at all.
Yes, let's
We gotta
have
go away from the creepiness.
lots of fun.
Which way was it to Urianger's?
Yeah, which way? So we can get far away from here.
We've been there so many times, but I can't. Why can't I remember?
Great, she forgot which way to go. Well, I guess we'll find the way somehow.
Damn it all. We're already caught in their spell.
Oh, apparently we gotta talk to Thancred again here. Mehg is the Faerie Kingdom, and as one might expect, it is home to the Fae folk. The most prominent among them are the Pixies, who have a penchant for making mischief. They use powerful illusions to play tricks on all who venture into their domain. By way of an example, they can make a familiar past seem wholly unfamiliar, or lead you to believe you're somewhere you're not. And we are now, I'm sorry to say, entirely at their mercy. Fantastic. So what you're saying... This is gonna be interesting. Alright. Thancred is thinking a way out of this present predicament, yeah. As it stands, we cannot hope to find the way to Urianger. But we must convince the Pixies to lift the spell. What I can make of the voices, the creatures want to play with us. If that's the case, they should permit us to find their village, Eulmoran. Come, I have a sneaking suspicion this path will lead us directly into their midst. Oh, and should I mention that Minfilia has been informed of our situation, of the different worlds in our mission. You may consider her an ally. Alright. Oh, there's a fate right there. See if we can join this real quick before that fate ends. Get my chocobo crane out. Oh, apparently I grabbed aggro. Fantastic. Yeah, not the worst thing in the world, I suppose. I am a tank after all. Kicked its butt. Weird spider-looking thingy. Alright. Good deal. So, which way do we go? Oh. Apparently we were growing the right direction-ish. Of course, that's a long way down. Well, that's not quite a long way down there, but long enough to hurt a little. Eulmoran. Summoning stone there. Yeah, so we can hire an Amaro Porter there if we need to, but right now I think we're alright. Let's go ahead and get attuned to this Aetheryte crystal here. Then we'll talk to Thancred here in a moment. Alright, Thancred, what you got to say? Well, here we are, yet the pixies are nowhere to be seen. Knowing them, their games will have already begun, in which case, there's a variety of plant native to these parts with a distinctive furrowed tip. Looking Grass is its name, so called because it can be used to spy pixies, believe it or not. I'll explain all of this later, but first I need you to help me find some. Oh, if a voice calls you, under no circumstances should you respond. You'll only subject yourself to further mischief. Good to know. Well, we need to find some this Looking Grass, then. Search the scrub to find nothing resembling Looking Grass. Suddenly a voice rings out. Hee hee hee, greetings, mortal. What is your name? We won't say anything. Oh, you don't have a name? How very, very sad. I've had so much fun with it. Hee hee hee. There's more scrub this way. Another voice rings out. Such a rude child. Too clever by half. I shall seek my fun elsewhere. Where are you from, pray tell? Sorry, we ain't answering you. So deaf, how boring. Still, picking plants our village is good, indulging our hospitality. And who are we to turn you away? Stay a while, stay forever. Eye begins to feel heavy. Oh, looks like we got that, but we're gonna slowly make our way back to Thancred, even under this heavy spell. Almost there. There we go. Taking him out with some trouble. Apologies for subjecting you to that. Can I assume your presence that you managed to find some Looking Grass? Yes, we did. Yes, this is stuff. Thus armed, we should be able to see through the pixies' veil of invisibility, and seeing them is the first step to dealing with them. Come, let's gather everyone and put Urianger's little trick to good use. Oh, it's grass that literally you can look through. That's a pretty nifty trick, I guess.
Farasitha, Krakleath.
Oh, it's a lot of fairies.
No, we are found. How did this mortal know our trip?
Wait, I recognize their souls. These two have been here before.
Look, twins! How adorable!
Oh,
Play with us!
We have neither the time nor inclination to play. We have come to see Urianger.
oh yes, Urianger, the peculiar one. In return
He is a
for
big
place in
peculiar.
Mehg, he agreed to a riddle contest with us for 7 days and 7 nights without any sleep.
That sounds terrible.
Oh,
Some
that
days
was
and
so
some
much
nights.
fun. We must do it again.
I'm sure he'd be delighted. Now, if you'd be so kind as to lift your spell.
Shall we?
Should we?
Would we?
What now?
I don't know, but this is their home, so we must indulge them.
Right, we've made up our minds. We will lift our spell on one condition: that you first lend us a helping hand. Or 2. Or 3. Once you've helped solve all of our troubles, we'll let you see Urion J. Pixie's honor.
Hopefully that's some good honor there.
Well, there you have it. Pixie chores.
Pixie chores.
I suggest we split up.
Nice. Alright, so off we go to do pixie chores apparently. And hey, we got a new chess piece though. Oh. Apparently there's a lot of quests around here. Nice. Yep, there's a chess piece. Let's crack that bad boy open. Wow, this music is definitely different, I'll give it that. Ooh, that's a nice blue piece there. Look at me, I have a task for you. Eulmoran is our beloved village and we have to always be that way. So here's some Everbloom seeds. Take them and sow them here and everywhere around the village. Simple as a dimple, right? Simple as a dimple. Oh lord, what did I get myself into? Let's see what this person needs. So hungry I may faint. Fruit. A little fruit will set me alright. Will you go and fetch some for me? Just outside the village you'll find a hillock. 2 great bell trees grow there. If you give them a shake, they should render up their sweet succulent burdens. Okay. We'll go this way, I suppose. Alright, there's destination here. Planting some seeds there. Awesome. Helping us grow flowers, are you? They'll make this house look so much lovelier. There used to be a city of mortals here, a great big bustling place called Volbert or Bolvert or some sort, but the city years came and everyone disappeared. Since then, we pixies have been living here, and we've given the old houses our touch. Lovely, don't you think? I mean, it could be worse. Another thing here. There we go. Let's see what this sweet tooth pixie wants over here. We need 2 salmon legs. Yes, we'll do as they bid. Alright, so a bunch of side quests, which usually involve stabby, killing, something. Usually along those lines. Grab some more quests here. Or is it in our village? How exciting. I'm sure it is very exciting. Man, that is some pretty flowers, I'll give it that. Up a gemstone trader there. There, you can trade with Sweet Lad there.
You're not done at bathroom. No. What did you guys find?
So another quest here, so we're doing lots of fairy help. Cruising around with style with our Namazu friends. I'll admit, this is one of the more unique mounts I've ever seen in any game. Undine, that's a water spirit. I remember that from back in Secret of Mana, like way back in the day. Oh, they were released on Steam, but still, an Undine water spirit. There's our destination here. Looks like that place is underwater. It's a hostile presence. Uh-oh. Bring it on. What the heck are those things? Look like little, like, Squirtle things, almost. Seriously, that's what they kind of look like. Like well-dressed Squirtles. Oh. Oh, took them down. Right, let's keep on going back this way then. This is definitely a crazier land than I expected. It's like I know we got the right tool of the job somewhere. Here's Water Leafman, okay. Hopefully that helps him out. Oh, there's a hunt target there. Take that out. Oh, Rose Bear. It's like a nature bear thing. Alright, Rose Bear gone. We got some sacks of nuts. Yeah. I went there. Oh, there's another Leaf Man thing. There we go. So we gave water to the Leaf Men. Hopefully they appreciate it. Destination here. Oh, that's not what I meant. There we go. Ooh, I can't wait for the flowers to bloom. Perhaps I'll make pretty curtains out of them. Curtains out of flowers? Huh. Alright, so we got a hand gear collar. So some new. There we go. Let's go around this way. Talk to Sewell there. Okay, so we got the seat sewed. Oh, that gives us some pants. Okay. So apparently this is also useful for helping to gear us out, so. I don't need that. Let's return those. Alright, so we're good to go there. Let's go back this way. Okay, so, okay, looks like we're just speaking with pixies here. That's all. No biggie. Easy enough here. Speak to pixie number 2.
Right. Yeah, thank you, because I've got my password.
And there's another pixie over here to speak to. Okay. And then something's out this way. Okay, so we got one thing there. I guess let's go this way. New location that way. These are Loran. Looks like another nice building over here. Okay, so we gotta call out to a pixie here. Let's see, Ken. Youth. Alright, so let's see where that brings us. So we're calling out for this pixie we're supposed to find.
Who's this man? I know I've got his feet.
Oh, looks like we may have found one. Maybe. Or what in the world? It's like a little badger thing? Beaver-like creature. Though your beaver speak is a bit rusty, the creature appears to want milk. We speak beaver.
I might change the
Huh.
banner.
Well, that's new. However, you see no signs of Kenkyo. You resign yourself to bringing the bad news back to Lad Ken. Interesting little thing, though.
My friend Brittany just said, who's on your profile picture?
Let's head back this way.
Yes.
See if we can get a few quests gone that way. So westward we go. It's like one set of things. Oh, here we go. There's the Arsamade thingies. Giant spider thingies that I'm just gonna hack and slash them. Don't quite take any special skills. That's a little disappointing there. Nope. Goodbye, giant spider thing number 1. Number 2, kick your butt too. I guess they really don't have any special skills. And it does make life a little bit easier, granted. Don't have to worry about dodging some weird poison, slashing, set me on fire kind of thing. Okay, so 2 down. That's all we needed was 2. So I need to find a way up this other part. Oh, we can go over here for this one since we're already in the area. Might as well, right? What do we have here? A surly scavenger. Who are you? The Bloody Pixie's minion? Oh, hello. Well then. Oh, if you're gonna play like that, man. Bring it on. That scavenger had no idea what he was dealing with. Poor guy. Never had a chance. Alright, he gone. Let's go eastward and see if we can get this other guy. There's our stony scavenger. Flowers are gonna make me rich. No, not unless I beat you up. Alright. We punched the wicked mortals.
Oh, is that what it was?
Oh, ouch, that hurt.
Man, if I didn't have a lot of
Pixie flower key. Okay. Okay. So we're good to go there. Go ahead and turn some stuff in since we're going by the village here. Might as well, right? Turn in all the quests. Gives us an earring. And an aether current thing, which is always good. So we can fly around this area eventually. There we go. I'm level 390, huzzah. Oh, you're back. Yeah, we are back. You didn't think we would be? It was the giant beaver of legends. Pixies who can't never see me again. That's why we're strictly warned against going there. That was a giant... Well, it was a giant beaver.
Yeah.
It didn't seem hostile. Wants milk, you say? That must be a tribute it demands. Else more pixies meet a terrible end. Mortal is someone who not only understands the beaver, but survived an encounter with it. Besides, I would ask another favor of you. So apparently we're going to try to appease the giant beaver. Alrighty then. Alright. Quest done there. Let's turn in this quest here. I wasn't paying attention, obviously, but... So now we have foot gear that we can use. Alright, good to go there.
He said what?
Let's see what's all... Well, might as well see what's here. Before we go with the giant beaver of legend. Okay, some smoke there, so we got valuable sheep smoke there. I'll give some golden nectar. Alright, so we're gonna see if we can appease this giant beaver. Ooh, nice. Seems to be saying, "Give me milk." Squeal, squeal. Seems to be saying, "I love milk, thank you." Seems to be saying, "I hit a beautiful marble in the stump of a tree by the lake. Let Dohn Mheg know that's there as a token of my thanks." Alright, there we go. Alright, so it's gonna go collect a marble.
For me, but look at it.
See if we can turn these quests first before I go to those quests up north there. Okay, that quest over there. I wonder what the bare necessities one over here is. The bare necessities. Yeah, I'm sure we'll have other people joining here. I can start this fate. I mean, why not? All right. There you go. Something for unmend if I need it. Oh, that works too. So we're taking on all the bears. Oh, there's a forlorn maiden here. Hello. definitely got some help now. Should be just one more. Maybe. All right. Good job. There's something in here, but... Oh, is there a door? Oh no, there's a little pendant that way. Oh. Alright. I can dig it. Damn, what of the beaver? Looks like we're going back to the beaver area. Oh, there's 3 giant beavers there now. I found my friends. Thank you. Seek out Neas. They will give you a reward in my steed. Continues. If Neas proves uncooperative, however, tell them I've hidden my lovely pair of shoes inside the roof. There's a fate all the way that way. Might bet we'll get to it in time. Now let's turn this quest and see if I can get to it. Might as well try. Take these. My play do? That's so well, it's not outdo with me. I don't owe you anything. Ronvoid must play with me first. It's only fair. Let's see, nice. A couple years I'll do it. Alright. So we completed that quest there. See if we can get over this bait over yonder. Guess we're gonna fly. Yep, find a bunch of baskets and stuff. Yep. A better time like the present. looks like we got the attention of 2 of them. Should be alright. If anyone comes to join, they have to abandon this because it'll take a while to get this done. Wait and see if a few more show up. If not, then we may have to just abandon this one. There's one person floating over there, but they seem AFK. Yeah, I think we'll leave these be. Alright, let's go to this other quest area-ish. Okay, definitely some beautiful fields of flowers. Giant moth over there. Itane moth, apparently. Alright, so first tree we need to find. It's a bellfruit tree, apparently. Bug comes tumbling down with the fruit. Bring it on. Bug it. Say, we don't want any bugs in our fruit. No, sir. There's the second tree over yonder. Another bug. Apparently these fruit have lots of bugs in it. Must be careful eating. Another bug bites the dust. Let's head on back with this now. That looks like more people head to fate there. Alright, so let's head back to the village, turn this fruit, and see what the fairies have to say about us after that. Yes, we did get the fruit. Alright, now we've done, I think, all the fairy tasks. So, let's see what Thancred has to say now. Thancred doesn't know what's going on. How goes it? Well... So a mix of menial tasks and pranks. Yeah, that pretty much sums up my own experience. They have no troubles worthy of the name. How long are we supposed to keep at this? They're clearly playing with us. Indeed, whenever I inquire how much more there is to be done, the answer is ever the same. A little. I doubt they have any intention of releasing us in the near future. Urianger once told me a story about the pixies. They're born from the souls of those who died as children, or so it's believed. Though they don't have memories of their previous lives, they desire to have fun remains imprinted on their souls. So they live only to play, keeping hapless mortals for their pleasure for years on end, sometimes until even death. In the past, when I sought to identify the true nature of ghosts, I came upon literature examining a similar subject. The soul was likened to a core that resides in the aether, and its presence is what differentiates us from such beings as sprites and arcane entities. Upon death, said core ordinarily dissipates along that aether that composed flesh, however it may be held together and bound to the corporeal realm, either by the will of its owner or by means of certain arts. In time, the soul may regather aether unto itself to assume another form, or find newly emerged life in which to abide. The pixies may be one such instance of this. If ghosts are merely souls without bodies, what does that make us? I think you become that which you fear most, brother dearest. However, the pixies may have come into being. If we leave them to judge when they are satisfied, they will never be satisfied. Nay, we must negotiate new terms with the creatures, but where to begin? It seems to me we would need at least one among them to sympathize with us. In the course of your chores, did you encounter a pixie who seemed even faintly amenable to reason? Yeah, fail. But you know a pixie from before? Not only are you acquainted, but you've entered into a pact. You might have mentioned this sooner. At any rate, I dare hope this way will offer us a way out. Without further delay, then, some of this fail, if you please. Oh, let's summon our pixie friend. No? Thought I did. Too far away. Where do we need to... Oh, we need to go over here. Sorry. Oops. That could be why. I'm like, I know I'm typing this right. Whispering's out in your mind. Hey, oh, I choose you. Really, did that work? Oh, sorry, I need to enter please. Sorry, apparently I didn't say the magic word please. Is this your idea of firm? Call sudden log and do more fire. Oh, jeez. Really? List of branches. Please grant me your succor. Really? Oh, I think I forgot the exclamation point. There we go.
You're late! Late!
I'm late.
I've been waiting for you to summon me ever since you came here. Waiting.
Sorry, yo, didn't know.
But my sapling didn't so much as utter my name. Such a heartless thing she is. Cold and cruel and heartless!
Another self-important little brat. Just what we need.
Reminds me of my childhood.
Burn, Alphanod.
All right, I'm sorry. It was a joke.
Honestly, just a joke.
Oh, Alphanod.
But just now you called for me so earnestly, so fervently. I couldn't possibly stay angry at you. Very well. As your lovely branch, I will lend you my strength.
Alright, let's see what we can do now.
Well. If it isn't fail, ooh,
Not long enough for you to think of any new games, though, apparently. If I were you, I'd be bored of myself. Now let me make something clear. That mortal is mine. No matter what you do, she will never be yours. Never, never, ever!
Oh, not even a bit. But what about the others? Surely we can keep them.
No, you can't keep them either. They're for my amusement and mine alone.
Whoa, Pixie's getting angry.
If you lay so much as a finger on my sapling, I'll scatter the contents of her bag all over your precious village. There'll be cold, hard metal, furry, festering food, stinky, sweaty small clothes, and all manner of other terrible, unmentionable things. How would you like that?
Different.
All right. But will you not at least let us play with the twins? Just while the others go and see Eulmorans.
Aye, that's all we ask. And we promise we'll play nicely.
It seems we won't be joining you.
It's not the worst thing in the world.
We'll reveal the hidden Fernic to you at once.
Alright, Fairy Magic, let's see what you can do. Oh, we're able to see a lot further now. Ooh. It's a nice looking place.
So this is the true Mheg.
How are you feeling?
Bad.
Apologies for the delay.
Yep, time to go.
Your lovely branch is useful, yes? So whenever you're in trouble, you must remember to make use of me!
Oh. So, good note. Don't leave a pixie to feel like they're being neglected. Alright, Thancred. For Alphanod and Alsa's sakes, let's be quick. It would be a shame to return only find that they've been made to play one game too many. Now, the place we seek is the abandoned manor of a nobleman and scholar, the Booksman's Shelves, it's called. After the full, vast collection of tomes, an agreeable habitat for our friend, I'm sure you'll agree. If we follow the path north, we should find the place. Come along. Yeah, definitely a lot clearer now. Yep, definitely a long way north we gotta go. A lot of crazy flowery things. Guess we're going for this little house up there, not the one they showed in the cutscene. I mean, hey, as long as it's working fine there, then I can't complain. Who am I to judge, right? Oh, looks like Thancred already beat us here. And here we are at long last. I give you Urianger's humble abode. Come, let's see if he's home. Alright, in we go. Let's see.
Urianger, are you in?
Unto a world weary of heroes, a hero wends her way. The Exarch did send word that thou wouldst seek me out, but ne'er did I imagine thou wouldst arrive so soon.
Well, Urianger looks a lot different. That's for sure. A lot different.
Full glad am I to see thee once more, my friend, and none the worse for thy travails.
Run along, Minfilia. We will meet you outside.
Yep, it's the grown-ups' time.
Another one for you to imbue, if you'd be so kind.
Like, here's your toy, go play outside.
I take it thou hast met with our other comrades all.
Yep, we found him.
That Master Alphino and Mistress Alize now travel in thy company is of great comfort to me. As for the rest,
yeah, what about the
it
rest?
beginneth in earnest. The hunting of the Lightwardens, and perforce the war with Eulmor. Hark thee then to my words, and through them behold the vision that I did glimpse, that of the 8th umbral calamity. As I drifted hither to the first, traversing the boundary twixt reality and potentiality, I did bear witness to events yet to come.
Alright, what'd you see? Apparently we're gonna find out. Oh.
There I saw the combined forces of Eorzea and the Far East offering fierce resistance to the legions of Garlemald.
Yeah, we...
So fierce, in fact, that they did begin to push the enemy back. Ilm by painful Ilm at first, then Yalm by Yalm, and Malm by Malm in time. Yet the joy they felt was short-lived, for in so doing they did force the Empire's hand. Faced with defeat, the Garleans turned to a weapon most vile, Black Rose. Its potency defied all reckoning. Once released, the gas took on a life of its own, wreaking untold carnage not only in Eorzea, but in the provinces of the Empire besides. From fighters upon the front lines to babes in their beds, none were spared. And as the casualties became too numerous to count, so did the fabric of civilization begin to unravel. Nor did the land itself escape unscathed. For spreading from the site of its release, Black Rose brought death to the very soil. To survive amidst the chaos and upheaval, men came to live by the sword, the rule of law giving way, inevitably, to the rule of might. Thus was the spark struck and the fire kindled, and swiftly did it spread as a blaze in a field of straw to engulf every corner of the world. Nations worthy of the name did then cease to exist. And those souls brave and true who might have risen to restore order
Here's the Urianger I remember. There's Tataru. Krill. Looks like old Thancred and Y'shtola. Yep, Thancred with daggers, Y'shtola we haven't found yet. And then Looks like Alphinaud, Alce, and then ourselves.
Were no more. For the weapon spared not one, not even thee. An endless age of war, begotten by the blight of Black Rose. Such is the legacy of the 8th umbral calamity which I did behold. No matter the cost, we must forestall this tragedy. To that end, I have labored during my sojourn in this world, discovering in so doing the answer to a pressing mystery.
Yeah, what mystery is
that?
that?
Of Black Rose's inexplicable potency. Come. Dost thou recognize yonder chart?
Yeah, it's the elements. Yeah, chart of the elements.
Indeed. 'Tis a rendering of the elemental wheel, such as one might find in classrooms across the source. As the chart maketh plain, our world is composed of 6 elements, in addition to which there exist 2 poles in fundamental opposition.
Okay.
Astral, the active, umbral, the passive. As a reflection of the source, the first naturally compriseth the selfsame forces. Yet, curiously, there is a notable divergence in their nomenclature. To be specific, the denizens of this world employ not the terms astral and umbral. Thus was I moved to inquire what names said forces had been assigned. A simple question which yielded a most unexpected answer. Upon demanding the name of the pole aligned with activity and growth, I was told that as life's myriad colors combine to produce black, the people of the first had called it darkness. At this, did my mind begin to race. Yet 'twas only when I asked what name had been given to the pole aligned with passivity that mine eyes were opened to the truth. Peace and tranquility being as purest white, unmarred by color, I was told it had been given the name of light.
That's umbral light and astral darkness, yes? I'm no etherologist, but it strikes me that the nomenclature of the first is rooted in the generation of the 2 forces, while our own appears to focus on their effects. Which makes one wonder, have we had it backwards all this time?
Very well could.
'Tis indeed a compelling question, and one which beareth closer examination. Yet what knowledge we already possess sufficeth to explain the chain of events. The phenomenon of etheric thinning observed in the source is the consequence of light, the power of stasis, flowing in from the first to stifle the movement of ether within the land. And according to Master Alphinaud, Black Rose slayeth by halting the circulation of ether within living being. Should such a weapon be unleashed even as the first were rejoined, replete as it is with light,
We would have a disaster of untold proportions on our hands. A calamity. Well, at least we have a better grasp of what we're facing.
Yeah, no kidding.
Our objective, however, remains unchanged. We are to eliminate the Lightwarden of Mheg. Speaking of which, were you able to ascertain its whereabouts?
Aye. 'Tis all but certainly ensconced within Lier, the castle which standeth in the midst of the lake. To enter said stronghold, we must needs turn to the pixies for aid. Fortunately, I have become quite adept at courting their cooperation.
Oh, that's good, because the pixies are a lovely bunch.
Henceforth shall I accompany you, and do all in my power to ensure that my vision doth not come to pass.
Yeah, I like living. I don't think I want to die at the end of your vision there, homie. So, let's not die. So yeah, you're coming with us. My friend, ere I speak of the task at hand, there is a question I would pose to thee. What thinkest thou of mine appearance? And did you take up astrology? Indeed, though the night be lost, behind the shroud of blinding light, doubt not, but the stars shine still. I have chosen to veil myself of their guidance, though I might navigate the sea of uncertainty that stretched in before us. For a blessing, my prior studies of astrology did provide me with adequate grounding in the art. But enough of myself, let's now speak of our task. As I did mention, if we are to enter Leogala, we must need to gain the Pixies' cooperation. This is a simple manner of presenting unto them a suitable gift. I shall procure a selection of viands that shall please their palates. Thancred, pray assist me in this endeavor. Meanwhile, I bid thee obtain that which will please their eyes. In these parts there beeth a violkin known for its beauteous wings, the hawker. I shall lend thee a receptacle which thou mayest capture a weakened specimen. Alright. Oh, apparently there's pixies that live around here too. Alright, so that quest there. Oh, hey. Can I make it to that up there real quick? Or is that up above? Nope, I think we can make it. Go, 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 go. Ah, they already killed it. Dang. Well. I tried. No matter. Let's go get this other quest over here. Alright, so we'll go meet that pixie by the water. Let's go, which see you. Let's go get this one to the south here first, since it's right nearby. So those are the hawkers that he was referring to. Summon a chocobo. Alright. Let's weaken this hawker. Let's see if we can capture this thing. Alright, got the weakened hawker. Huzzah. Let's go west for this now. I thought there was something over there, but apparently not. Alright, let's talk to this pixie over here. For our trick, we need nice clean water. Alright. Alright, so we gotta deliver this back that way. So we just gotta evade the enemies, which shouldn't be too bad. So that's our destination up there, it looks like. For when we get through the main story quest, to find the next lightwarden. Definitely looks like something big up there, so not too surprising that's where we gotta go. Alright, so let's see if we need to go into the water here, I take it? Or maybe we need to dive into the lake, it looks like. Oh, we're gonna find out here shortly. Are we able to go down? There we go. Okay, I couldn't remember how to do that. So yes, we can go underwater. Huzzah! Ooh, very beautiful down here.
No.
Yeah, definitely very pretty down here.
No, she had
Huh.
It fell right into it.
Okay. Looks like we got 2 more that way.
I know. I was gonna do this. And then I was like, no, that's how we touch it, Brian.
There's one there. Alright, one more to find after this.
So it's just a joke because they thought they were funny, which
I don't see another one yet.
well, she said she would have put that on. And thought it'd be funnier to put
Oh, there's the last one there. Excellent.
oh, it's funny now.
We'll gather the weeds from here. Excellent.
I'm a little scared. What about him?
So back above water we go.
She's like, I've been sitting here waiting forever for somebody to see it. And then we're getting these messages because I got plenty. She was like, every time I opened it, like, got on Facebook, kept saying I read it. And then I didn't read it. I will too.
So let's go ahead and head back to Uriange's place so that we can turn these in and see what next is on our list of things to do. First off, this exuberant pixie over yonder. Yes, we did find the whirlweed.
Yeah, that was just
Go ahead and put that stuff in the cabinet. So is there another place? Oh, okay, so we need to, there we go, decorate the stairs with snug rooms.
You should do a hashtag.
Oh, this one looks pretty cool. Alright, there we go.
Abby and Tammy were dying like the last.
This is a nice place though.
And Brian was like, oh, just funny anymore.
Yes, we did find the treat. Oh. Okay, there's one there. That's taken care of there. Spectacle flying fish scales on tomes. rise of the Shadowkeeper. And lastly, this treatsy over here. Alright, looks like we're good to go there. Yes, we are done enchanting. Alright, now let's talk to Urianger now that we have the Hawker that he was looking for. Now it returned, were they able to capture a Hawker? Yes, we did. Of course we did. Ah, a truly magnificent set of wings. I shall treat them at once to make faster, vibrant colors. Thancred too should return anon, upon which I shall ready all the items for presentation. Pray take thine ease meanwhile. Alright, so Urianger is going to do his thing. Going to make a suitable gift for the fairies. At least we hope it's a suitable gift.
'Tis done. The pixies shall be well pleased with these gifts.
I hope that they're pleased with the gifts.
Ah, lest I forget. White Orosite, newly forged for thy use.
Ooh, white Orosite. I remember those are for the...
Our mission being to thwart a rejoining, we will most assuredly cross paths
the
with
Ascians.
those who crave the contrary. Our eternal enemies. Thus did I choose to abide in this ether-rich land, the better to fashion a trap for the Ascians' essence.
Oh, Urianger definitely came prepared.
May I come in now?
You may indeed, assuming you've finished.
Say, what was she working on then?
I did as you asked.
That's my girl, thank you.
Hmm. A little pat on the head. Aw, she's so happy.
I should probably explain.
Yeah.
Though my body remained behind in the source, its limitations saw fit to accompany me. Which is to say, I cannot manipulate ether. I took up the gunblade for its defensive advantages, but on account of my little impairment, I cannot imbue the ammunition myself. Luckily for me, Minfilia has quite a talent for it.
Minfilia, once we set forth, we are not like to return for some while. If thou wouldst choose tomes to take with thee, let it be now.
Really? May I?
Of course, my dear. Yet have care thou dost not add overmuch to thy burden, lest I incur Thancred's ire.
Aw, she's so happy. She gets to take some books with her.
Hast thou spoken to her of thine encounter with the Minfilia of Eld?
Well, I suppose now is as good a time as any.
Yeah, I really want to know what's going on with all these Minfilias.
As you know, I freed young Minfilia from captivity in Eulmor some 3 years past. Not long after, the two of us journeyed to the south of Armareng, to the edge of the Empty, where the flood was halted. 'Twas there that she awakened. The Minfilia of old. My Minfilia.
Oh, your Minfilia. Oh, it's like, oh, we haven't used the Echo in a while, so it's always a convenient plot thing.
Tell me, what must I do to bring you back?
My dearest Thancred, as I am now, I am no different from an Ascian. This child is but a vessel. One of many I have used that I might spread word of her enduring blessing and preserve the flame of hope. In my name, each has died, never having lived her own life. I have taken enough from these children. I will take no more.
But what of your suffering? Your sacrifice? This isn't fair! I will not stand for it. I cannot! There must be something we can do. Tell me!
Should the day come when this child grows weary of fighting and wishes to cast it all aside, then shall I take up her burden. But should she wish instead to become the master of her own destiny, then shall I bequeath to her my all. Imbued with the strength that I reserve for rebirth, she may come to wield my powers as her own.
And what of my wishes? What of Flamine's? What of all the people who love and care for you and want nothing more than to see you again?
It is not their decision to make, it is hers. This child's. This Minfilia's. You have ever watched over me, Thancred.
He definitely has. Oh wow, that's way back in the day there.
Now I ask that you do the same for her. Protect her. Teach her. Stand by her as you stood by me.
It's a tall
There is
order.
much and more she does not know. She needs a guide to show her the ways of the world, or she will never find her own path. When the time comes, you will find me here. Until that day.
Minfilia, wait!
What happened?
Apparently she's gone. Definitely a heavy loss there for Thancred, at least the Minfilia he knew.
And then she was gone. Minfilia, the girl, claims to have no recollection of any of it.
Not surprising.
I have told her many things. Where we came from, what we fight for. But of that day, I have not spoken.
It's hard to say. It's probably a hard thing to bring up for Thancred there. Yeah, how do you want this to end? Maybe he doesn't even know.
With the coming of another possessed of the blessing of light, the first hath begun to rise up in defiance of its fate. The question remaineth, however, who shall take up the flame of hope which Minfilia hath borne for so long? Whether we will it or no, the choice must soon be made.
It's a tall choice to make there.
I'm sorry I took so long. It was so hard to choose. In the end, I settled on just the one.
That is well. Now, if all is in order, let us set forth for Eulmoran.
Alright, Eulmoran it is.
No. A couple.
So where do we go now? This way. Yeah, it looks like just a little bit of a trip that we're going to take, but not too long at least. Ooh, there's an Aether Current on along the way too. Might as well pick that up, make our life a little bit easier here in the future. We'll have to collect them all at some point. But thankfully not yet. But for now, running along, not so bad after all. Definitely have the endless light going on though. Eulmoran. Oh, there's Soul in there, so we're gonna present our gift, hopefully. We weren't expecting you all back so soon. We had scarcely begun playing with the twins. That said, your gifts are truly wonderful. Let me tell you, the milk and honey and biscuits won't last a day, and the wings are the loveliest we've ever seen. You done us a great kindness, and it's a face custom to return the gesture. If you desire anything of us, you need but name it. Well then. Oh, hey, level 73. Huzzah. So is it that you desire rusty old coins like you mortals are wont to collect, perhaps? We resolve to vanquish the lightwarden of this land. To that end, we desire entry into What a strange thing to wish for. You might as well ask for your death. But that's what you want. Who are we to argue? Very well, I shall speak with the others. You've clearly been busy, Urianger. Would you be so kind to tell us what we've missed? So that was the purpose of the gifts. Is there anything you could tell us about this lightwarden? Aye, my lady, by circumstances most tragic, the lightwarden of this land is our king and ruler of Titania. Whoa. It was not always so, of course. Our king fought the first lightwarden that threatened our home, you see. Fought it and won. But in all that horrible light that came out went and corrupted them, turning them into a new lightwarden. Now their king only nine name, not remains of the wise and just ruler that used to be. We had no choice but to seal them in the castle. The magic for breaking the seal we divided into four, wove each into a different relic to be kept apart until the time was right. And this dress is one of them. It's been our safekeeping for years and years, but we decided to entrust it to you. Are you sure? Of course, custom demands it. Though you're most certainly going to your death, we thought we should at least let you try. That way we get to watch what happens. Of course, you can't break the seal unless you have the other relics too. The shell crown is with the fuath, the stone scepter is with Numu, and the crystal shoes are with Yamaru. Good luck finding them all. Facts thus disclosed confirm my known understanding. Our quest is now before us, or lieth before us. First, let us heed to the lake, there to claim the shell crown for fuath. If we call them before the untouchable gate, they will answer. Oh, we got more side quests too. We have an art-loving pixie. Oh, we don't get clues for this one. Okay, we'll get around to that one. Must have become popular. The cleverest pixie of all, I would think. Cleverest, I think I know I can do that. Just read lots of books, right? Yeah, there's Uriage's home over that way. Yeah, it'd be too late for us to reach that one, but we can go ahead and collect this quest over yonder. Oh, apparently we gotta go this way to take care of this problem. So just a little bit of traveling through this world. Definitely a big lake though. I guess it doesn't matter what two, as long as we defeat two, right? Alright, there we go. There's one. I do like this music. It is pretty nice for battle music. Nice laid back, it's not too crazy. Where's this giant bear? That's definitely a giant bear. Bring it on. Oh, hello. Alright, we defeated the giant bear. Huzzah. Now let's get out of here. Go, go, go. Oh, hey, there's another Aether Current up here. Nice. Oh. Of course it would help if we, you know... There we go. We've tuned to that one. Excellent. Head north now. Well, north and a little east. Not by much. Well, looks like that they've already beaten us here. This untouchable gate. Alright, let's see what this untouchable gate does. Hearken to me, O spirits of the water. We are come with an entreaty. Not in a talkative mood, apparently. Not exactly sure how the gate works. But if the fuath are water spirits, perhaps we should take our search into the lake. Oh, I suppose a brief dip wouldn't hurt. We know Thancred swims like an eel, but what about you, Menphilia? I can swim well enough. Thancred taught me. Excellent. What about you, Urianger? I'm not sure I've ever asked. Rather than swim, mayhap it would be more expeditious to walk upon the surface by means of magic. You too, Urianger? Then you should be a kindred spirit. Worry not, my friend. I know some helpful tricks, and I should be more than happy to share them with you. Together we shall conquer the waves. Oh, well, aren't we a lively lot? And you have entreaty for us, you say. Entreaty for mortals. What a treat. I, my comrades, and I are on a quest to vanquish the lightwarden. To that end, we would humbly beg the loan of the shell crown, which we are given to understand is the safekeeping of your people. Oh, is that all? Of course, you may have it. You shall have it. Just like that? What do you want from us? Oh, no need to be so suspicious. The crown simply doesn't mean much to us is all. As a matter of fact, nothing means much to us. For we fuath, it's over before it's begun, and we couldn't care less what becomes of the Faerie King, nor the world for that matter. Having said that, we do seldom have moral visitors, and it would seem a shame not to make the most of you. Touch the untouchable gate and come hither to our domain. Dohn Mheg, in your tongue, it means forbidden realm. Sounds forbidding, yes? And so it should, for we are one with the water, our home route of ripples, of waves and currents. Find your way through, give us thrilling sport, and we shall give you the crown. So it seems that we're going to have to go there. Okay. So I think we'll take a quick break because it seems like we're a game ever like this. And there's a shot of the sky. Actually, it's a very beautiful shot of the sky there. As the light is, you know, enveloping the world there. So yeah, this would make for, you know, there's another shot of the sky. Alright, so let's go ahead and back out of this and see here. So we're going into Dohn Mheg then. Let's see here. Form a party and enter Dohn Mheg. Alright. So you don't need Thancred because he's a tank and we're already a tank. So Urianger, he's a healer. We gotta take him by default. Well, we can take Alphanad or Urianger. I think we'll take Urianger since it's... I'm gonna say happy birthday to someone in my free come here. So let's see, we'll take Menphilia, and who else can we take? Menphilia is the Oracle of Light, of course. So we could take either Alcé. Oh, you only have 2 DPS. Alright, so yeah, we'll go with these people, why not? Shouldn't take long there. Alright, so enter this area here and see what adventures await us here. So we're going strictly with NPCs on this one. Ooh, that's pretty. kind of almost feels like a Alice in Wonderland type of feel, almost like really Alice in Wonderland type of feel. Huh. Almost through the gardens outside the Queen of Hearts palace, it looks like, for a second. A lot of fields here. Flowers. Other interesting things that can't quite figure out. Let's see here. Alright, so we have our party. It's like being in a dream. Yet the dangers of this dream are very real. Be not distracted by its beauty. Well, it's hard not to be. Water is love, water is life. Drink up, ye parched souls. Hang on. I can't remember how I had this set up here. I mean, yeah, this soundtrack too. It's just definitely something out of a dream. Huh. Yeah, see? It's like something out of a movie soundtrack, honestly. So apparently Nymphilia uses daggers, apparently, so nothing like giving a kid a couple daggers and letting him go to town on it. Alright. So first group has been defeated. This is definitely something. I mean, there's this swirly thing up in the sky there. I'm not really sure what that's all about. Does this take us to a different area? No, that's to leave. Oh, we're definitely not leaving. Okay, so we went backwards. My fault. So, my fault. We went the wrong way. We got turned around there. So, we gotta go this way. Okay. So, we just took a wrong turn. Oh, that's why, because there's more enemies over this way. Ah, I should know that. I forgot where my AoEs I don't have to switch to another menu. Which is a nice change. Keeps everything on one screen. I just gotta get used to it is all. Make sure we get out of that.
I shall protect thee.
I'll handle the healing.
Soundtrack though is just so familiar. I can't put my finger on it though. Ooh. Okay, that was cool. Go. I swear it's gonna drive me nuts till I figure what part of the soundtrack is from. So we got one more, a moth, and then a little blood. Yeah, there we go. Then the butterfly here. Crimson Morpho.
You underestimate me!
Let's see here. So we definitely got enough hate on everything, at least I would hope, with all those Quaituses. Oh yeah, we still got that too, I forgot about that. Abyssal Drain. I'll use that once every minute or so. Still a nice ability. What's the point? I think about that. I could always move that ability to the front bar and place a reprisal there. I think it'd be a bad idea because I rarely use it outside of like, super boss fights. Yeah, let's do that real quick while we're looking at actions and traits. Abyssal Drains. There. Might as well use it. I'm still trying to evolve how I want my tank bars to be. There we go. Ah, good surprise. Anthon, Lord of the Lingering Gaze. It's a frog thing in a top hat. This is awesome. Wow, I like this. All right, well, sorry I got beat you up there, buddy. Kind of feel bad about this, but you know, you're kind of standing in my way. Oh yeah, doesn't need to be on the back line now. Ow. I guess I should pay attention, huh? Laughing Leap, huh? It's a fuath way to give guests a smashing welcome. Oh yes, we'll smash you to bits and pieces. World. Geysers. That's different.
Here we go.
Oh, I think she just limit break. Yep. Candy cane, huh? That's that tank buster there. Okay, he's down to 50%. Probably should stay out of his way for the moment. Hey, I was out of the way of that one. Ooh. I called it shenanigans. Oh, whoops. I had to use Tank Buster on that one. My fault. Frog just wants to be a jerk, doesn't it? Taste down to 15%, which is good. Oh, let's get out of the way of that stuff before we get... Yeah, those things go a lot further than those puddles seem to indicate. Ooh, can we make it out of there in time? Yes.
I shall protect thee.
You underestimate me.
Together we shall overcome this.
Bravo, bravo, very impressive. Do keep up that fine form the rest of the way. Hidden Gardens. Did it just literally transform this entire place? What the heck? Okay. Onward, my friends. Onward to your prize. Zoinks, yo.
Now I've got you.
Alright, 2 more mobs left of this pack. Alright, good deal there. Oh dear, I seem to have dropped the wasp nest. How very clumsy of me. Definitely a lot of crazy bees here. 2, or no, 3 bees left. Now 2 bees left. Okay. These bees do not want to go down easy, apparently. Okay, that was kind of cool with the leaf effect there. My apologies, but accidents do happen. Oh. Yeah, that's reassuring.
You underestimate me.
Right. So far, so good.
On guard.
Got this last little fungus dude to get rid of.
All that I have and more I bring to bear. I shall protect thee.
Alright, almost there on this one. So I guess those are the fuath, the little Squirtle looking dudes. Alright. Treasure coffer here. Guess I'm taking these leaf stairs up. What in the world is that? Looks like a lizard with a tree growing off its back. A beast of the Arboreal legend. They recreate a legend. So it's a beast with a tree that's a legend. I don't know. Alright, let's go kick his butt. It's making my head hurt. Oh, apparently we have to... Okay, what do we do with this? It seemed to work whatever we did. It's at 70%. Yeah, that was the tank buster, it looks like.
I shall protect thee. Thy time hath not yet come.
Let's go ahead and throw a tank buster. Down to 35% there. So grab this one. Down to 14% on this bad boy.
Thy time hath not yet come.
He going. Alright. Let's head on out of here. Changing to another type of... Oh, water temple. That looks pretty... A palace of water. It's something like something out of a fairy tale. Because we're in the area of fairies, so it's a fairy tale. Get it? Huh? No, nothing. Yeah. Welcome, welcome to our humble palace. That way, the crown's that way. I have a feeling it's a trap. It's totally a trap. Oh, it's a fake. Yeah. Lo and behold, as I'm shocked, as it was totally a trap. This looks like the water palace a lot from Secret of Mana, now that I think about it. If anyone's ever played that before. It kind of reminds me of it. Just the format of it.
underestimate me.
All that I have and more I bring to bear.
Force, and it looks like a water bomb thing. It's different. I'll have to keep an eye on that one. There we go. That should definitely, I mean, that's some nice combo stuff that we can do there to get a lot of hate. I'm sure their DPS can be just as quick, but Lord, definitely wouldn't be easy. Okay, now this water bomb looking thing. Yep, water balloon. Haha, I told you. Water bomb thingy. So one of the Squirtle things and then 2 water bomb things. Cool. Ooh, hello. Getting aggro is definitely not an issue. At least for now. Ouch, that hurt. Took out one of the water. Well, wait, nope, one water balloon thing's still alive. Now he gone. Oh, both of them are. Alright, down to just the Squirtle guy. Alright, Squirtle. You down too. The throne room, alright. So who do we face in the throne room? I'm guessing a giant Squirtle guy. Or maybe we'll find a Blastoise. Ooh, even better. Oh, he's evolving. Oh, yeah, he did. Well then, a more elegant frog Squirtle thingy. Huh. Well then. Lord of the Langsome Gate. Oh, whatever you are. Coming for you. bleeding effect there. Oh, let's get out of that. Imp choir. Oh, it must be an imp then. Okay, that makes it toad choir. Crippling blow. I'm gonna guess this is the point where we need to, you know. Yeah, shocker. That's the one we need to be wary of. Fantasia. Whoa. What happened? We're supposed to cross this? Guess we better cross this. Oh shoot, I fell. Guess we can't fall. Oh shoot, if we don't get over there, then he's gonna cast his spell thing. Gotcha. Alright, so, no choice, gotta cross this thing. Okay, never mind. It seems that my companions gotta cross there. Whoa.
Together we shall overcome this.
Man, you ugly. Like, holy cow. There's ugly, then there's like something, some turd in the grass, and there's this thing. This thing definitely rates below all that stuff. This thing even make Deadpool look handsome.
You underestimate me.
I shall protect you.
Okay, this dude's at 50% now. I don't know what this guy's doing, but we're just gonna keep on beating on him.
Oracle, give me strength.
Okay, turn on that. Roll. Okay, down to 10% on this guy now. Turn around on that. He gone. All right. He busted some imp toad elegant thing butt. Yeah. So we got a belt, new belt. Let's go ahead and use that. Alright, let's leave duty. Looks like the water's rising. Oh, that's not creepy.
Well fought, well fought!
I guess they're all amused by the battle.
Jolly good show.
Not quite the outcome I was expecting, but you know what? I'll take it.
You do not hold back.
Oh, that was the guy we just beat up. In shorter version.
But I would have it no other way. Seldom have I enjoyed such sport.
We have satisfied thy demands. Wilt thou now satisfy ours?
Of course. Of course. There it is. The relic you seek. Yours for the taking. Have care you do not break it, though.
Yeah, we won't break it. We kind of need it. I have a feeling he's not telling us everything.
But you, my friend, you are mighty indeed, and pleasing to the eye besides.
I think I just got hit on by a frog. Huh.
More! I want to see more of her!
Yes, yes! I could watch her forever!
Why don't we just make her one of us? Yes! One of us!
Oh, it's... Okay.
One of us, one of us!
One of us. One of us.
One of us, one of us, one of us!
Whoa. Let's take this stuff and go.
What a fine idea! Why ever didn't I think of that? You may have the crown, but in exchange, we will have you!
Yeah, how about no? Apparently they're very persuasive.
Wake up! Wake up, damn you!
Oh yeah, hey Warrior of Darkness.
You're alive. Thank the gods. I don't know where you learned to breathe underwater, but it's lucky you can.
No, it's a long story.
I'm sure you had your reasons. But the first rule of dealing with the fuath is do not deal with the fuath.
Fuath, that's what they're called, fuath.
It's said that they are born from the souls of the drowned. Were it not for your little trick, you'd have joined them.
Oh, fantastic.
Your friends are safely back on dry land, in case you were wondering. They'll be searching for you, I expect.
It's a very pretty undersea city. I mean, granted, it's kind of algaed over, but still pretty.
That's the royal capital of the Kingdom of Verbert down there. It's seen better days.
Yeah. Probably when
They
it was
were
in
a
dry
stubborn
land.
lot, the Verbertites. Set in their ways. But once you got to know them, you couldn't find a more welcoming people. It always froze over in winter, being up in the mountains. So we'd pull up our chairs round the fire and trade tales over steaming bowls of lamb stew, while the street lamps burned hot and bright outside. All dead and buried now. Them and anyone else who might remember. Everything we did, Everything we gave. What was it for? I wonder... I hope you'll have a better answer than this when all's said and done.
Me too there, Warrior of Darkness. Yeah, because if not, that's what's come to pass. Oh wait, is this Ishgard in this world, maybe? Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, that was my fault there. Say, let's get out of this lake now. Nice lake, though. There's Urianger. Yep, there's one of the things for one of the quests there. Alright, let's see what Urianger has to say now about all this. I'm going back in. Nay, my lady, exhausted as thou art, thou was only in danger thyself. I pray thee rest a moment. There was nothing where we looked. Hey, they found me. What's up? I'm alive. Dear gods, we're not for Sorbonne's blessing, but I need not labor the point. I'm glad to see you safe and well, my friend. Have you any idea how worried we were to wash up on the shore only to find you weren't with us? Oh, but I'm forgetting. Here's your crown, your majesty. The fuath kept their part of the bargain, at least. Oh, there were certain twists and turns. Our work here is done, with everyone none the worse for wetness. Oh, thank goodness you're still here. So on, is something amiss? A great big mob of mortals is marching to Mheg. Mortals with ugly weapons and uglier faces. They wouldn't happen to be your friends, would they? Rather the reverse, I fear. The Eulmoran Army, I'd guess. Meaning we can play with them? As much as you like, but just be sure I will return with you to confirm their identities. If they are who we suspect, we will require your aid. If Althaw is coming, then Alce will be too, yes? Can't have one without the other, you know? Alright, just remember, we're not your playmates this time. I'm afraid we must leave the rest of the relic hunt in your hands. Don't worry, I've done this sort of thing before. Indeed you have. Very well then. See you afterwards, my friend. With our enemies fast approaching, time is of the essence. We must needs accomplish our mission with all possible haste. Of the two remaining bearers of the rugs, the new more are there near. We shall seek them out next. Among the Fae folk, they bear a distinction of having abided in these lands since before the flood. They are also friendliest to men and have served me faithfully whensoever I have called upon them. Indeed, they are the source of much of the knowledge I have acquired in my time here. Path leadeth past my dwellings. Let us away. I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and return to Redania at this point and close it out, since we gotta be finishing up here before we go find some other relics to take on the Faerie king or queen when we do gather them all. But for now, we will rest. But first I gotta go check on my stuff that I sell. Hopefully make a few gil. Damn him. What's life without making a little bit of money? Check on our little sellings here. Nothing sold there. Got a ring. Let's see if it's worth anything. Oh, it's only worth 160 grand. Yes, please. Heck yeah, I'll take that. Alright, good job to my retainer. Bringing back something worth some decent money. Alright, next one. Gonna be a tall order for the rest of my retainers to do better than that. Tawny Wench Shark. Most fish aren't worth much. Usually. This one's actually worth more than usual. Oh. Alright, 2 for 2 on stuff worth decent amounts. Can we go 3 for 3? Icon leather boots of healing. I don't think I've ever sold those before. Let's find out. None for sale, but last one sold for 55. Alright. Some decent selling items. I'll take it. Carpet weave books crafting. And we don't need those. I don't know where I acquired those. No matter, we'll get rid of them. Let's get rid of some other stuff here. Is this worth anything? Keep that. And that for now. Alright, so let's go ahead and wrap it up here. So I do want to thank you all as soon as I bring it in here. There we go. So I do want to thank you all for joining tonight. It's definitely been an interesting evening. Lots of more twists and this already crazy story that I'm sure is going to get even crazier. Going through, finding our way through Land of Fairies here. So until next time, thank you all for joining and take care. We'll see you again here in not Heaven's Ward. Wow, that was 2 expansions ago. Shadowbringers here in Final Fantasy XIV. Thank you.